Hey there, this is Sean from Holy Smoke. Today I'm going to show you how to load a pellet stove with pellets. So, I got our bag of pellets here. Most bags of pellets are 40 pounds. It's important to make sure that you're getting a good grade of pellet. There is a tag on the front of the bags typically here that'll give you a lot of information on density and type and so on and so forth. It's important to buy pellets that have this tag on them. There's actually let's see if I can read it. There is, Pellet Fuels Institute. So they have this certification here for pellets. So it's a PFI densification fuel grade premium. So it's a premium pellet. So it's important to look for that wherever you can and get a good quality premium pellet. Now loading them into the unit, we've got here a low-pi AGP, and this particular stove and most pellet stoves have the hopper at the top, and so we're going to just lift open our hopper door. Now loading the pellets, there's a few different ways you can do it. If you're going to do it just using the bag, what you can do is just cut the corner off. And it's important when you're cutting it to cut from the bottom upwards, so that way you don't have any tags of plastic hanging off. Because what can happen when you go to dump it, if you've got a piece of bag hanging out, it can catch and actually pull it down into the hopper, get stuck in the auger and cause some problems. So it's important to cut upwards, make sure that there's no pieces of plastic hanging off. You got a nice clean cut. And when you're dumping your pellets into the hopper, it's good to do it from the side of the unit versus the front of the unit, especially if the unit is warm or hot. You can actually melt the bag to the front of the unit, which you most certainly don't want to do, so it's good to do it from the side. Another way you can do it is getting a scoop. So a metal scoop, kind of like a grain scoop, you'd use for feeders or something like that, and you can scoop the pellets in. Or some people will get a metal pail that has like a pour spout on it, and you can scoop the pellets into the pail and then take the pail and pull it and pour it into the pellet stove as well. We don't have any of that, so we're just going to go ahead and dump the bag of pellets. You usually grip the back of it back here, kind of bunch up the plastic as a handle, grab the bottom of it, and we're going to go from the side. Now, one thing to kind of pay attention to is the size of your hopper, the capacity of the hopper. On this particular unit, we've got an 80-pound hopper, so I know I can fit 2 bags of pellets in there, but it's important to pay attention to that because if you've got a partially full hopper, you don't want to overfill it, right? Meaning that the door's not going to close all the way, or then you're going to make a big mess and stuff like that. So it's important to, be aware of the size of your hopper, the capacity of it, and how many pellets are in it before you load it. Another important thing to do after you've poured your pellets in there, it's good to just check the perimeter of the door. You don't want to end up with pellets sitting on top of here, like so, because when you go to close the door, they could prevent the door from closing. And most pellet stoves, and this one included, they have a hopper lid switch or door switch. And it's a little switch right here which engages the igniter and the auger. And sometimes it's just the auger. But anyways, if this isn't engaged, your pellet stove might not work. So it's important to make sure that the surface is clear and the door is closing all the way, engaging that. All right, there you go. That's loading a pellet stove.